In this video, we're going to be opening up the brand new encased Pokemon cases. Brand new to the market, they've only just come out on the 1st of March. We're going to review them, see what they're like, see if they're any good. Let's get into the video. So this has just arrived today. I've been absolutely desperate to get my hands on it. I've been so impressed with this company so far. They're a brand new company that's just launched on the 1st of March. Everything from the look and feel of their website to just subtle touches like the little logo on here and even the boxing. I mean, there's Fragile absolutely everywhere on this box. And everything about the product's just been screaming premium. So I'm really hoping that I don't get disappointed in that in here. So yeah, let's get into it. I have opened up the top part of the box. I haven't actually looked what's in here, so we could be in for some surprises, hopefully some positive ones. But again, I mean, the premium feel of this is what you expect. It is a premium product. You're not paying for something that's just been shipped from anywhere. It is a premium product, so these little touches, yeah, I mean, obviously it's promotion, but these little touches are all just little things that you kind of expect. Don't know how well that's going to focus on the camera, but I'll try and put it over the overhead one as well. Maybe that'll be slightly better. Yeah, go and give them a follow. Yeah, show some love. Let's see if we can get into this. I mean, again, premium product, you expect it to be fully wrapped, you expect everything to be protected as best you can, and they've definitely done that here. So so we've got looks like three items there. We'll open these in a second, so we'll just put them to the side. I think this is going to be either one or three. Looks like all three are in there to go with that, so we'll put that to the side as well. Let's just carry on inside of the box. Some little feet it looks like, and looks like this is the main event if you like. So we'll get that out as well, and we'll just have a look at the everything else in the box. But again, I mean, there's nothing else in the box, but the level of packaging is just, it's what you expect from a premium product. If you're going to pay a lot of money, you expect it to be fully wrapped and arrive without problems, and yeah, there's been no expense spared on bubble wrap, that's for sure. So let's get into the individual items. We'll start with the smaller one first, and then we'll go up to the big one. So I think what these are going to be are bases and card cases. So as you can tell by the title, is this going to be a better way for us collectors, or me as a collector that displays, to actually display cards as opposed to going to the likes of PSA and Beckett? For anyone that's unfamiliar, the PSA prices have gone up. I think they've doubled. We're still waiting for official confirmation in the UK, but I'm pretty certain from their US prices, it has definitely doubled. So I would expect that to be reflected in the UK, possibly more. The UK always gets hit with extra taxes and things. So yeah, usually it's not just what the American price is converted to the UK, it's usually a little bit more, which really sucks. There's obviously still going to be a need for that, and in the long term it's a massive positive because obviously less people are grading, which means that if you have graded it, there's higher value, so on and so forth. So there is some positives and negatives. However, if you just really particularly like a card, let's just say that let's say you love Weedle, that's your favourite Pokemon, it's the Pokemon that always shows up in my Vivid Voltage. If you really love that, it's probably not going to be worth it to send it off to PSA. Something like this may give you the opportunity to still display it like a PSA, but without actually paying the PSA prices. So let's get into it. We'll open these up. Again, little touches like the logo. They're little things, but if you're paying a premium product, they're almost things that you expect, and it's nice to see that they have not just made their product premium, but they've also made the packaging and things premium as well. Okay, so first one, and I'll open up this as well to go with it, and then I'll try and get the card to show you what this is. So this can be quite difficult, obviously, with the forward space camera and the one above head, but I'll place this in here, like this. I'm unfortunately not a glamorous model, so I'm not the best at showcasing this, but hopefully you can get a gist of what it is. And I think that's meant to go that way, so let's put that in properly. So for the overhead camera, like that, and for this camera, ta-da! Yeah, hopefully you can get the gist of what it is. Let me grab the card out, let me put this in, let's see what it looks like. Everyone absolutely loves Charizard. This is unfortunately the only Charizard I own. Yeah, hopefully we'll have some more. We've got loads and loads of Shining Fate CTBs back here, as well as Tins and Pikachu up there. I'm hoping to pull a Charizard in one of them, but for now this is my only Charizard. So let's put this in the encased closure, and let's see what it looks like. So again, little touches like the acrylic. They've got actually a thumb hole there for you to put your thumb in, which is, again, if you're paying the premium, you want these little touches added. You don't want to have to faff with it. So let's pop that open. Really nice magnetic seal. Let's poke. Oh yes, this is another level now. So again, you're paying for the premium, but it's the little things that you think, have they considered it? And they have. And what I'm referring to is card sleeves, even penny sleeves like this, just the Ultra Pro standard sleeves, they fit in there as well. There's going to be no creasing around the edges. I love that so much, honestly. It's such a small thing, but yeah, again, okay. I'm personally blown away from this. This is not sponsored. Let me be absolutely clear on that. This is definitely not sponsored. It's paid for 100% by Mayhem, but I'm so impressed by that. It's a small minor thing. If you're not putting it in a sleeve, you may think, oh, there's a bit of space at the top, but I'd much rather have it in there in a sleeve. This is more than happily going to protect it. The sides are completely sealed, the bottom's sealed, everywhere's sealed. It will protect it, but I would still much rather put it in there with a sleeve. Especially more of the kind of cards that I'm going to put in here, the kind of cards that are going to be of a higher value. You may want to show off the Weedle, as my example before. More likely you're going to want to show off some of the more expensive cards. And having these inside of the sleeve, inside of here, is just going to be the best way to do that. So yeah, really, really happy with that. Let's just pull that out. Let's show it kind of on the top. As I said, all the sides are sealed, which is, again, really, really nice. I don't want any dust getting in there. I don't want anything actually getting inside. Sealed all the way around. Even at the bottom where they've put that little divot to get your thumb in, it's still sealed. It's just giving you a little bit extra access. They literally have thought of everything. So let's open this back up again. That's the only problem with acrylic, unfortunately, is that it is going to be a little bit static, but if you're a little bit more careful than I am, then that would be okay. Seal in terms of the magnets, they're so good. I was trying to purposely make them offline then to see that if I could maybe attach it offline. Just while I'm testing this, let me just take this card out. I was trying to see if I like kind of got it at an angle, what would happen, and I don't really know what to say. Like, that speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? Like, the quality is so good. In terms of fit and finish, yeah, it looks really, really good. I don't see anything like glue or acrylic, kind of acrylic marks. Everything looks like it's been polished and clean. I can see right through the acrylic, which is a really good sign. Means that the effort's actually been there to make sure that it's of good quality. Everything fits right, nothing's loose. I'm really impressed. This is just part one. Yeah, so easy. I love that. Love it. Absolutely love it. And I won't open the others, but the others are basically 2 more of them and 2 more cases over here as well. Really impressed. Really happy with that. Let me put a card back in. I don't think I can sit here with an empty plastic container. They're made to be displayed. Let's get a display in there. My only comment would be, and it's not a negative of the company can do absolutely nothing about it, and that is going to be, you need to be really careful with fingerprints. Already I can see with touching it, there's going to be some fingerprints on there. As I said, the company can't do anything about that. Any acrylic kind of plastic like this would do the same thing. So there's nothing they can do. I just need to be a little bit less heavy-handed and maybe take a little bit more care. But yeah, perfect. Looks really good. I'm not sure if the light's reflecting off it too bad there, so I'll put it this side just so you can see as well. But yeah, I can just 100% imagine that up there, multiple side by side. I love that. Great. Right, final thing, or the second thing that I ordered. It does come with 2 little things in a plastic bag. They were attached to it. I'm not sure what they are. We may find out once I open this up. Again, they didn't go for the cheaper, or maybe not cheaper, but like the smaller bubble wrap. They went for big bubble wrap on this one. They know that this is more likely to get damaged. Yeah, it went to the kind of next level again with it. They have sellotaped it completely sealed, so this might be a little bit difficult to open on camera. So Bear with me. Might need to get a pair of scissors. Be right back. Okay, so I've just cut the top open, just so that we can get in. Again, they've gone to the premium quality to protect the product. It's a slightly annoying, obviously, trying to pull all the bubble wrap off, but I'd much rather they've gone to this extent than they're cheaped out on the bubble wrap. Pop, pop. Okay, we're in. So, acrylic box. So let's see, how do we open this? I don't want to just pull something off and then it go absolutely flying. Is like that. I'm so nervous. How do we get this off? I'm assuming the top comes off because it looks like there's a slider, but I can't see how that comes off. I wonder if that's what these are for. Let's have a look. Do you need these to push that out? Yes, you do. Okay, so just so that you can see what that was, there's essentially a wedge in there that's holding it in place, and I'm assuming these are spares, not specifically to do this, but what you can do is you can push the top in, which then pushes the other one out, which then you can take that out, and now it should slide and off, and then there goes the lid. So hopefully you could see that from the overhead camera. The only thing I notice here, okay, so it's the bottom you take off, which then, I can see why now. Yeah, let me get a booster box. So what this is for is specifically storing things like booster boxes. So you are putting it in upside down, which I'll explain why you're doing that. Really nice tight seal fit. Let's put the lid back on. We won't put that lock in place, but we'll do it without, and then we'll take a look at it. So I don't want to force anything, just in case I'm doing it wrong. But I think that should slide across. I hope, if I've not pushed it in all the way. I know what it'll be. So this booster box is slightly off center. And what I mean by that is, if you look, it's massively pointed. So I probably need to make a little bit more of an effort to try and get this in. So let's just do that. I'll come back in a second once it's in. Now that I can, I've just only a little bit of pressure, not enough to necessarily break the box. If anything, the box is now more square because of this. This just fits on there lovely and slides across absolutely beautifully. And again, if we put that locker in, now we'll see, if I turn it this way, my booster box is now fully protected. And as you can see, their company logo is obviously down the bottom. And the reason why I wondered why it was at the bottom is if you look, these feet stick out a little bit at the bottom. Now this has two purposes. Firstly, it allows it to raise off the table. So if you're just putting it on a table, for example, it allows it to just raise off that little bit, just so that it doesn't look like it's sat to basically directly on top. The second massive benefit for it is, if you're a collector of things like sealed booster boxes and you want to display them, these feet actually have holes in the top so that you can stack them. Again, it's these little things that, they might just seem little silly things on this video that I'm maybe getting a little bit hyped about, but they're little things that you expect, that the premium things you don't know about, but you expect that they've considered, and it feels like they have. And this is what you want. This isn't a cheap product. This product isn't, it's not just something you're just going to go out and I'll pick one up every day. This is something you're going to invest in, and it's something that you're going to put something that's valuable inside of it. I mean, this booster box that's inside is about £150 worth of booster box, and this case is going to protect that. So you want to have something that you feel like, yes, they've gone that extra mile. They've put the effort in. It is a premium. It is something that I'm proud to display, and it feels like it's all of that. I mean, this is heavy now with this booster box in, but it's absolutely perfect. It's exactly what I want. Exactly what I wanted to stick a booster box in. Again, it's going to look really good. back here. I mean, this is just a Vivid Voltage obviously set, but if you imagine something like XY or I don't know, any of the older series booster boxes, this would be absolutely amazing for that, and you could stack them as high as you want. They'd be so good. So yeah, really happy with that. I cannot complain at all about the quality. Again, I'll just pull this back to have a look at sort of things like fit and finish. Again, all the acrylic looks in really good condition. What I love, which I hate with things like products like this, like acrylics and stuff, is you always just find nicks, or you find even things like their fingerprints. I mean, I'm saying that my fingerprints are going to go on it. Yes, I understand that. But I don't want it from the shop with fingerprints on it. I don't want it from the factory with fingerprints on it. I don't want it from them with fingerprints on it. I want to feel like I'm the first person to ever touch this ever. I know that's not true, but I want that feeling. It's my product. I've paid this premium for it. I want to feel like I've touched it first, and there is not a mark on it. It's absolutely immaculate. The finish again, fit and finish is absolutely incredible. So impressed with the quality. Even just little things like the engraved logo. I mean, it's their logo, but even the engraved logo, really impressed with that. My only comment would be if that was slightly higher. So because the way that these sit, so these sit obviously face down to allow you to stack them. If this was at the top, if you look, the booster box drops down. So if this was, the logo is at the top, I'd be much happier. With it being at the bottom, it does slightly obscure the Vivid Voltage logo. You can easily get around that by turning it 180 and put it this side. They obviously won't want that because they want their logo at the front, but at least you can get around that and then potentially display the actual artwork and things. So yeah, my only comment would be, rather than it being at the bottom, being at the top, just because when you turn it upside down or the right way up, the product actually drops to the bottom. So if it was at the top, you probably wouldn't necessarily, it wouldn't discard from the artwork or the product, should we say. Other than that, I mean, that's not even really a negative. I'm more than happy with that there. Like I said, if I want to get around it, I'll just flip it 180. Yeah, amazing. I don't know everything. Like I said, this isn't sponsored. I don't know everything that's on their site. The main other thing that I noticed that I would probably get would be they do this in an ETB. So if I wanted to store one of the ETBs back here, for example, they also do that. I think this is just a really good product for something like, if you think right now with the boom of the older sets, if you put away something like a Vivid Voltage and just stick it up in your attic in this, you know that in 20 years, this is going to be rock solid. Nothing is going to be wrong with this. It's going to be absolutely immaculate. Potentially worth a lot more, who knows, but yeah, it's something to consider. Yeah, really happy. So that's going to do it for this video. I'm really happy with the product. It's exactly what I paid for. It's exactly what I expected from a premium product like this. I don't have too many criticisms. The logo at the bottom, minor criticism, but other than that, I can't fault it. They literally thought of everything from stacking to making sure that they're locked in place to even little things like making sure that card sleeves fit in it. When a premium product's good, you've just got to shout it out. That's all I can do. It does exactly what it says on the tin. The links are going to be in the description down below to their Instagram and their website. Not paid affiliation. I don't have any discount codes for you, unfortunately. It's just a good product. It's a product that I wanted to review and wanted to see what it was like, and I wanted personally. Hopefully you've got some benefit from it. Comment down below, is this something that you would buy, whether it be the PSA slabs or PSA style slabs, shall we say, instead of PSA or Beckett grading, or if it's the booster box and ETB cases. Yeah, comment down below, is this something that you'd be interested in? And if there's anything else from the website that you think would like to see a review of, comment that down below as well. Maybe I'll pick it up if it's something that I think would be beneficial as well. Subscribe down below. I predominantly open Pokemon cards, whether it be Shining Fates, Vivid Voltage. I've got tons and tons of Shining Fates all over the place, which I've been really fortunate to get a hold of. So subscribe if that's the thing that you're into. Like this video if you've liked it. And that'll do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.